Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Fall Damage on the Mindcrack Season 5 server. We are over here at the Gravwell board game area thing, which will be a spaceship. It doesn't look much like a spaceship right now, but it will be. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, things have changed. It used to be over here somewhere, and now it's not. It's over here. I moved it, what, 10, 20 blocks? Something like that, over in this direction. Maybe a little too far. It's kind of getting a bit close to Cluedo now. Ah, really? Hang on. Video settings, particles off. Stupid rain. That's better. Anyway, moved it over a little bit so we can get some more room. Whoops. Ah, man, I can't get out of here. Help. Help. Here we go. Okay. Fix this. Boom. Boom. Nope. Boom. Excellent. Yes, the reason why we moved it is because over here we were getting extremely close to this tent and we needed more room. So I moved it over this way. I also rotated it. The reason why I rotated it, the way we had it before, we had, I don't know if we have anything set up. We do. The way we had it before, we had these, this is a return line which we did on a stream at one point. Just Saturday, I think. Anyway, we have this turning track here, which is triggered by this. The idea being that if the minecart comes this way and turns up this way, it will go that way. But if it's coming the other way, it will turn the track and go this way. The reason why I turned the entire thing around is because this is actually the new stuff. Yeah, this is the new stuff. Oh well, we can still talk about it. The reason why I turned it around to face this way is that the curve defaulted to the wrong direction, so we had to invert the signal. So we couldn't just place the detector rail right next to the corner. We had to do some crazy redstone stuff, which was really compact and really nice, but it was kind of annoying. So I turned the entire thing around so I could place the detector rail next to the curve, and long story short, that doesn't work. It gets stuck. Because it's when it's coming around the corner, it will trigger it and then just bugger off in the wrong direction, really. So that doesn't work. So, yeah, that's a shame. We got to do crazy redstone anyway, and it got bigger because we couldn't do the redstone underneath for this one. But yeah, either way, whatever. So exciting news otherwise. In Gravwell, we had a commenter on the video who claimed to be, who said, "My dad, the creator of Gravwell, showed me this video," and I was like, okay, kind of strange. I've been around the internet. I know not to trust everybody on the. I know not to trust anybody on the internet. Put it that way. So I was like, I was a bit suspicious, and then we had another commentator called Corey Young who was like, "I am the creator of Gravwell. This is amazing," and I was like, okay. This is really getting a bit strange now. I didn't really know what to trust it, so I went to the only place I knew where to find more information about board game designers. I went to Board Game Geek, found Corey Young's profile. That eating is extremely loud. Hang on. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. Found Corey Young's profile, and he had a Twitter link on there. So I was like, okay, we'll look at his Twitter. If he tweets about it, then we know it's legit. And if not, then we can say, hey, is this legit? But anyway, he tweeted about it, and I was like, holy crap, that's insane, because it's just insane. The creator of the game that I love and am replicating came on and said, hey, this is cool. I was like, whoa, I don't really know what to say, apart from I didn't actually get permission to build it, so that was a bit embarrassing. Probably should have done that. Is it nighttime yet? Can we sleep? Nope. Okay. Yeah, but that was cool. It was kind of surreal. Didn't really expect it. So hello. Thanks for making an awesome game, I guess. Or thanks for designing an awesome game. Hopefully I can do it justice. Kind of insane. Anyway, we need some obsidian to finish this all up, and there is some down this way. I was doing some strip mining. I strip mine vertically, which is a little weird to some people, but I enjoy it. I'm a vertical kind of guy. New radical. There is some obsidian, aha, down this one. Okay, how best to get this? Okay, let's just dig down here. Like so, we'll cover this up. Excuse me, it got incredibly dark. Let's dig out this way so we're not digging straight down anymore. We just need 2 pieces of obsidian, there we go. Grab this one. Excellent, whoops. And grab this one. Excellent. So I'm hoping we can at least get the redstone. Excuse me, sorry, had a whole bunch of coffee going on. But anyway, I'm hoping we can at least get the redstone done today. It may not happen. I'm very short of redstone. This is actually all the redstone I have to my name. Last night I was trading with Doc's villagers, and then I broke him. So all of his trades stopped functioning that I could actually do, so I couldn't actually reset him. So Doc may be mad. It's never a good thing to have someone mad at you. But anyway, what we need to do is replace, or place, I guess, because I've already removed it, obsidian here and here, and do this and this. Okay, let's talk about what everything is going on, because a lot of this stuff is new to you guys, and we may have some new people anyway. So let's recap the entire redstone here. So what we have is these little dropper loops here. So there's a hopper which comes down from there, feeds into a dropper down there, which is hidden below a hopper, which is facing into that redstone lamp. So whenever you stand on this pressure plate, the dropper triggers whatever is inside it, goes into the hopper so you can grab it. The redstone lamp will remain, or stays on when there's something in the dropper, and turns off when there's something out of the dropper. We also have a minecart track which goes over all of these, and there's 12 in total. Once it's gone over all of those, it feeds off into this, which feeds into this chest, a whole bunch of hoppers which feed into this chest, and they feed all the way back, and then the minecart will go back down this line and all the way back to the beginning. Now this is new stuff, this double track turny-whirny magic. Basically what that is for is to decide if you want a 2, 3 or 4 player game. And the way Gravwell works is you deal out face down cards equal to the number of players multiplied by 3. So in a 2-player game you deal 6 face down cards, if you are doing a 3-player game you deal 9, or a 4-player game you deal 12 face down cards, and then you deal face up cards equal to on top of each of the face down cards, which will go into this chest. The face down cards are in these droppers because they're hidden, you can't see them, and the face up cards are in this chest. So let's say you only want a 2-player game. You only want these 6 droppers to, or these 6 hopper, dropper, whatever, to be filled. So then you will flick this lever, which you won't, they'll be automated somehow, but the minecart will now, instead going down this way, turn on this track and go down that way and skip out all of these. So you only got the first 6 filled. If you want a 3-player game, you need 9. Same deal, instead of going down this way on this track, it will turn and go down this way, skipping up the last 6, so you only got 9. Or the last 3, sorry, so you only got 9. And then going down here into this system and then all the way back. Hello, zombie. Oh, it's nighttime. Nighttime. We'll talk about the rest in just a second. Let's go have a nap, because we are tired. We have been working all night on the redstone. We haven't done much of anything today. So let us wake up. Excellent. Okay. Hello. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you, aren't I? No, you're gonna kill yourself. That's fine. Okay. So that's all that covered, and that's what's going on there. Over here, now this is actually an idea from a commentator. In fact, that was an idea from a commentator during the live stream. This is another one. So over here, we also need to put into the minecart that goes over those the amount of cards we need. So let's say we're doing a 2-player game, we're doing 6 face down cards, 6 face up cards, that's 12 cards in total. But if we put in 24 cards, then each of these will be filled with 1, but then 12, 18? Yeah, 18 will go into that chest there, which is no good, because that's no good, you only want 6 in there. So this, if you're doing a 2-player game, every time the minecart goes around this, it will fill with 1 item from each of these droppers. So if you're doing a 2-player game, you want it to fill with 12, there's 6 droppers, so you need to do 2 loops and then go off. 3-player game, 3 loops and then go off. 4-player game, you guessed it, 4 loops and then go off. It will only ever do a maximum of 4 loops with the redstone that we got set up here, which is every time it goes over a detector rail there, it will get a comparative signal from it, which will determine how many items are in there. At the moment, there is 18, which is a 3-player game, and then I got 6 more here. So with a 3-player game, the redstone strength goes up to here. So with this piston that's below, just down there below that slime block, if we trigger this switch for a 3-player game, it will turn the 4-player game light off, and this piston will come up so that it will trigger and go down that way, and it will turn that track, and that's the idea. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. I don't really explain that very well. I don't have any more repeaters. Anyway, we'll get some of those. So yeah, basically it will go past these, but it will only ever get to the line that turns a track if it actually has been selected as the amount of game you need to do, the amount of players you want. So obviously with a 4-player game, the 2-player game piston won't trigger, and the 3-player game piston won't trigger, but it will be able to come down this line once we have a repeater there. So we don't really need a repeater there. Uh-oh, Doc's on. He's going to beat me up. Anyway, the other things we need to do today is get a minecart which goes over this, loops over these hoppers. That is so we fill these hoppers and these droppers with items. We need to put the shuffler back in, which will go into that minecart. We need to connect this line over to there, and we also need to connect these over to the parts that turn over there. Dog left, okay. Maybe he's just really mad. I broke the villager. But yeah, that's that. That's what we gotta do. Let me gather some stuff and we shall work on it. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the connection to the curve rail, the curvy part of the track, if I can find some more stone. Excellent. Make some more of these. Okay, should be good. Whoop, found a hole. There we go. Okay, so at the moment it just goes down this way, then it's going to go under here, then under this guy, and we've probably, in fact we can turn our particles on now, video settings, particles. Okay, so we do need a repeater, so I'll make one of those in a second. I was hoping we could avoid it because, well, obviously it may not make it round, or it may not make it to the track in time if there's a whole bunch of repeaters, but we shall see. Let us then, let's break this because we won't need it anymore. So it's defaulting to that position, that's good. We want to power the block below it, this block here. The only way to do that would be from this side, which you don't want to do unless we go from underneath, which would require a torch, which would require some inversion. So let's invert it. If we invert it here, that will give us some more signal coming out. Come on, make it up. There we go. So hard to navigate around now. There we go. Okay. And let us do... So we want a redstone torch on that block, and then power going into that block. Like so. Okay. But now it's completely full, so that should have turned. It has. Excellent. If we break this, whoops, that works, I guess. But if we actually break it and get out again, come on, there we go. Okay, good. That has enough power to turn it back. Okay, so what we want to see now is where do we want a powered rail? We're going to need a powered rail so it goes all the way around. Do I have any powered rails? Is powered rail something I own? At this point, I've used so much materials, it's insane. Hup, hup. Let's see, I'm storing stuff in droppers, because that's all I had on me. I didn't have any wood, so I just made a whole bunch of droppers. Or I just placed a whole bunch of droppers and started storing stuff inside of it. Anyway. Let's put a powered rail here. Oh, that's already getting powered. Well, yeah, it's getting powered from there. Of course it is. But we want to make sure it has its own supply of power for when that's off, because it will be in a second. Okay, so if we send... I don't want to send you around this way. If we break something... Let's break something. Break this. Okay, that's going to turn the rail to where we want it to go. So let's, or where we want it to go for right now. Let's push you. Okay, just give you a nudge, so then you pass that rail. Yep. Replace that, so now that rail has turned, or will turn when it goes over the dropper there. So now we send you around, and you should pick up speed from that. It does turn in time. Fantastic. Okay, that should work. We then want something to... We need some other place for it to go. We want it... Unless we get it to come down this way and hold over here somewhere, that could work. Because what we need is, when it comes back, we don't want it to re-enter this. We want it, or it can re-enter this, but we need it to eventually end up in a holding cell to wait for the start of the game when it needs to deal out cards again. So that may be an issue which we'll have to fix, but we should be okay. Let's just give this another test. You go around, and you turn just in time. Okay, let's also do this. Take out some of these. Place 2 in that one, 2 in that one, 2 in that one. Okay, and let's get some more. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we'll do 2 in the last 3. 2 in that one. So now it should need to complete 2 loops before it is able to go down that way. Let's just test this real fast. Hopefully this works. We'll also see it at true speed as well. Okay, so it should have completed 1 loop. Now it's completed 2 loops, and it goes just in time. Fantastic. You are working, and it's amazing. Okay, so we have our little loop of track to go over the hopper-dropper systems there. So this is just going to go round and round and round. It's going to evenly distribute the items between each of these 6 hoppers, hopefully. And then the shuffling system is going to stick above that and connect to it. The back of the thing is going to be rather huge, rather tall, but that's okay. We can make it look like the ship's engines or something. Anyway, there's currently 18 items in there which are representing the cards. In reality, there'll be 24 cards in this minecart here, and then 2 left in the shuffler, because I think we showed that in the last episode where it just worked out that 24 cards was the maximum that the shuffler would drop into this hopper or into this minecart here, which is perfect because 24 is the maximum amount of cards you need to play the game. There's 26 of the cards in total, and in a 4-player game, 2 of them won't get used per round. The cards I'm actually doing from memory. Hopefully I've got it correct. It's been a long time since I played Gravwell. Oh, well, I say a long time. It's not been out a huge amount of time. Like I've said in the past, Gravwell's unfortunately not a game I own, but it is a game I've played a couple of times in the past. So I've been trying to think of all the cards and remember them, and like I've watched a couple of reviews where the cards are sometimes shown, like some of the cards, to see if I can make a list of all the cards. I think I have them, hopefully. Yeah, like I said, Gravwell, not a game I own, both due to lack of funds, because board games are expensive for what they are. Well, I say for what they are, they're really good fun. Like it's $50 for a lifetime of enjoyment and stuff. Or for that's the average price for a board game, I guess, $50 anyway, yeah, lack of funds, and there's like a list of board games I want the length of my arm. So it's a case of I have X amount of money now, should I get one of the board games? And it ends up not being Gravwell or being something else or whatever. But anyway, this is representing the cards, which we will make later, either this episode or next episode. Whether I show them all or not, I don't know, because, well, once you have the cards, you can play Gravwell, so I might not show them all. Anyway, this should evenly distribute 3 items into each. Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. Into each hopper. Hopefully, it should be good now. Whoa, you were going fast. Oh, you're a minecart. Yeah, I was testing it with a minecart before, but now a chest minecart goes faster, I think. 3 in that one, 3 in that one, 3 in that one, 3 in that one. Looking good. 3 in that one, and 3 in that one. Fantastic. Okay, so that works. We can get the card. We can get the shuffler and the cards put on top of that. Because we know that works. We'll get the cards made, which is going to be named pieces of paper. I can also probably, let's push this back on a little bit, get rid of a couple of these powder rails, because it was going so fast. So speedy. Anyway, let me get the shuffler done. You guys have seen that before. I don't need to walk you through all that. And it will be playable at that point, actually. Yes, it will be playable. Okay, so we have the shuffler in now, up there. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of the time that I have to record today, so we're going to have to wrap things up kind of unfinished. I've been gathering some reeds so I can do the paper, but the shuffler, as you guys know, works. We'll have that taken along a little bit. Let me... Stop, behave. Let me... All the shovels are in here, eh? Yeah, man. Okay, let's transfer some of the shovels out. Let's grab... Or let's dump off this and stuff in the storage droppers. I need some more chests. I need to get some wood, really. Okay. Dump a whole bunch of stuff off. Let's go grab those spades. And we'll put them in the shuffler quickly. Just kind of test it out. We won't be able to see it actually shuffling because everything's the same, but we'll have to get a rough idea of what's going on. So we're going to want, we'll make sure this is powered. This is the dropper which puts stuff into the minecart there, and we obviously don't want that triggering yet. Let's put all that in. That should be filling up, or it should be filling up this guy. Ah, yeah. That's the other thing we needed, eh? We need to fill each of these droppers equally here. Okay. That is a little bit of an issue. probably the easiest way to do that is manually, like get people to come up here and put the items in the droppers there. That is an issue though. I completely forgot about that. Because if we run it now, it will shuffle, but here, yeah, here we've got some stagnant items. Here we have one stagnant item, here we don't. Because as it drops through, it's only dropping the one item through. Okay, that is an issue we'll have to fix. People have to come up here manually to do that. But let's turn this on. Well, this is all in the wrong place too, actually. Because this hopper should be down here now. Sucking from that location, so it sucks out all of these items. I think? No? Oh, I can't remember, and I've destroyed the old one. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go look at the videos again in the past to see if I can work out what was going on, what we had decided on. Like I said, unfortunately I've run out of time to record today, but the last thing we will do quickly, we had a couple of donations during live streams, which is really cool, but donations at the moment are going into the birthday chamber here. The birthday chamber is something I designed before. Every, I think I've got it set to like 300 Minecraft days, this iron door will open and allow entry into the birthday chamber. We got these donated to thank you very much. If you donate before the end of October, your donation will go into the birthday chamber here, which is a special place for the donations. Yes, donations at the moment are going towards a device for recording console gameplay, and a new microphone, and yes, donations all help. They're fantastic. That's pretty much it. There's a link in a PayPal link in the description if you wish to donate. As always, thank you very much for watching. Sorry the end of this episode was a bit of a letdown. But yeah, I need to fix all this nonsense now. Yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode.